CSS grid. A lot of people have asked about CSS grid because they might be finding it a bit difficult or a bit challenging and whatever. So we're going to start with grid. Grid will be a bit larger. Maybe it will take 2 days. And one sec, someone was asking something. Okay, someone was asking something that what after this series, can you please make a website based on the features you taught in this class? Definitely. And if you want, you can also go through my Flex front end mentor series. Okay, front end mentor series, it is there. And what we are planning, I think we are planning during the third week of this month to again do live those front end mentor challenges. So those are the way to become a CSS developers. You can learn a very good bit of CSS by going through the front end mentor challenges on this channel, and we're also going to do that live. Maybe not me, but there are some plans. So we are going to do that, and it will happen soon. Okay. So again, welcome all. Hope it is going. Yeah, it's going. So we will start now. Let me share my screen. I'll just have a blank folder, and I will create again. We'll create a grid. We'll learn from here. Okay, grid 1. I'm going to do, and then I'm going to open it with the VS Code. One sec. One sec. Here is the VS Code. Drag it. We will bring here index.html and style.css. Okay. Okay, so again, let us have some basic of styling and then we'll move forward. Okay, so from where we are going to take, just like the Flexbox, I'm going to take some basics of styling and then we are going to move forward, and we're going to learn what is great and all. Okay, what is, how it is also superior than Flexbox, how it is in better than Flexbox, we're going to learn that. So I will make it this like this, and CSS grid 1, and let me link the CSS is standard CSS is there, and then again we are going to have some items. These items are there. Okay, then let's have some basic CSS first. And just some basic CSS, some HTML and all these things, some root colors have taken, and item are all of them a center. We have used Flexbox to center those items. You'll see what is there, but we'll not add anything like grid and all. So okay, it is coming here because this is my default browser. I don't want it open here. I want it to open. So just some nice thing, nice background and all. But the thing is that because it's a div, all of them are div. They are all coming one after the another. Okay, all coming one after the another like this. And maybe I can increase the font size a bit. Okay, the font size is okay. Okay, now what we need to do, we are going to start with the grid. So just like the Flexbox, grid are also given on the container. So this container is there, it will given on the parent element, which is the container. So come here and start here, and then dot container, and I'll do a display of grid. Save it. But the problem with grid is that it was refreshed also. It will not do anything. The moment I do grid, it will not do anything. But if I would have done it as a flex, we all know what will happen. It would have come like this. But with grid, nothing's happened. So there is a major difference between Flexbox and Grid. Grid is two directional, and Flexbox is unidirectional or one direction, and Grid is bi-directional. So what is the benefit of it, benefit with it? So the benefit with it is that Grid, I find a Grid a bit easier sometimes, because it doesn't have something like a flex direction. That direction keep on changing. So flex direction actually it becomes a bit tougher when we have to do that, justify content, align items, all those things, because it depends on the flex direction. So if you change the flex direction, it will change. Okay, so that is like this. Okay, and okay, and yesterday, okay, okay, that is there. So how to give the grid now? So grid have both rows and columns, both rows and columns. So there is something known as grid template column, where to do gtc grid template column. Repeat is something which you are going to learn later on. Grid template column I will give, and I will give it as 200 pixel and 500 pixel, and do this thing, save it. So what is happening now? Okay, so this is 200 pixel, this is 200 pixel, and this is 500 pixel. Two columns are being created of 200. One is 200 pixel and one is 500 pixel. So like this, I will have a grid template rows of, again, 200 pixel, 100 pixel, and 300 pixel. So what I just did, grid template rows are also there. Like the grid template columns are there, grid template rows are also there. So it is like 200 pixel row, 100 pixel row, and 300 pixel row. Okay, all of these three things are there. Okay, so 200, 100, and 300. Okay, so what else is there? There is something known as a gap. So I will use a gap of 5 pixel, like this, gap of 5 pixel, like this, save it, and see the gap of 5 pixels are been made. Okay, like this it is been made, a gap is there. So the gap is there. Now this is about the grid. So grid template column and grid template, no, not only this one, there will be a lot. Grid template column and grid template. Okay, one sec, I want to inspect something and see one of this thing. Okay, still doesn't have. Okay, no problem. Okay, grid template column and grid template rows, both of these things are there. So now we're going go ahead and do something more. Okay, so now what we're going to learn? So whatever we're going to learn, we cannot see it in this browser. There is a special type of browser for your grid, and it has got some great tools. Okay, I was doing in this Chrome, and I was seeing that whether we are still having those tool or not, but that tool is still not there. There is a very good tool, and that tool only comes with one browser. That is the Firefox Developer Edition. And nowadays I don't prefer Firefox Developer Edition. It is not optimized for M1 Mac, which I'm using. It takes a lot of memory, but what we can do, Firefox Developer Edition is there. And okay, not like this. I have to come here and I'll do like this. So what is the benefit here? I'll right click it and inspect it and see. Now okay, see here, the grid and flex have been shown. Okay, so where is my grid one? Okay, yeah. So see, it has got something known as a grid, a special thing as a grid. So what is this? It has got some special tools for grid. So these developer tools are there in only in this browser, which is known as Firefox Developer Edition. It is not the your normal Firefox. It is a Firefox Developer Edition. So what's the benefit of it? See, this div container is there, and I will click here, div container. So now what is happening? It is showing me all the grid items and grid whatever numbers are there, 1, 2, 3, and all these things it is showing. Okay, so that is there. But now what is there? Now I want to show something known as explicit grid and implicit grid. See what happened when we created this grid column is okay, but when we created this grid template row, what happened? This 200, 100, and 300 was taken, but these two were like the normal says. We didn't give 5 rows, we gave only 3 rows. we needed 5 rows. So but these two were given like this only. And there is this all the tracks, they are known as implicit tracks. Okay, okay, I am confusing. Okay, okay, so these lines are coming and all, that is okay. But yeah. Okay, so this big dashes are known as explicit track, these small dashes are known as implicit track, because they were created like this. And if you want to see, you can increase, we have to increase the browser site so that you can see it. See this, these dashes are like this dash 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 dash. And if I go down here, this is dot 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 dot. So these are known as implicit track and these are known as explicit tracks. So this is like this. So this much is there, this much was there, then merge here. And okay, so that is done. Now what we are going to do, now we are going to learn about the sizing of tracks. Okay, sizing of tracks we are going to learn. And okay, so let us do that. And for that, grid gap is 5 pixel. Okay, I will remove this for now. From now, for now I will remove this, and then I will do the gap of 20 pixel. I'll do save it. Okay, so it is like this, it is showing. I think it is 100% only, it should not be more than that. So gap of 20 pixel I have given. So now I will try to do a column of like grid template column of repeat. I will take it as 25%, 25%, 25%, 25%. So save it. But see, the fourth one is cutting, because it is not only 25% will equal to 100%, because I have a gap also. Gap of 20 pixel is also there. So it is not a good way to give this thing. So we'll not use this way to divide those things in a column. So I'll go here and do a border of, first I'll do a border of 5 px solid black, and then grid template column of 200 pixel and 150 pixel. I'll do save it. So again it will be like 200 pixel and 150 pixel. Okay, so now we'll see a very important unit in grid, which is known as FR. FR means free row. So it, you can think it is similar to that flex property which you have in Flexbox. One flex property is there, but the flex property is given on the individual item. But here I'm giving it on the parent, the container I'm giving. Okay, so what I'm going to do, 20 pixel, 150 pixel, and one FR. I'm going to do one FR free row. It is known as free row. Save it. See now what will happen. Whatever the free space was there, free space was there, first column is made of 200 pixel, second column is made of 150 pixel, and the third column is made of 1 FR free row. Whatever the space was free here, it was taking 1 FR. Okay, so that is there, 1 FR it was taken. Now even I can do a 2 FR. Save it. So this is like 1 FR and this is like 2 FR. So what is a 1 FR and 2 FR? Actually, there was only space remaining till here. From here till here, the space was remaining. So there were, suppose there was a space remaining, and one I have taken 1 FR, one I have taken 2 FR. So it is like this: one third of the space will go here, and 2/3 of the space will go here. So it is like that. 1 FR and 2 FR is done. Okay. So this is how it is done, and we can also have, instead of this thing, there is another property known as auto. So I can have a auto also. Auto I will have like 1 FR and 2 FR. So see, this is a auto of 1 FR and 2 FR is done. So that is there. And suppose some of them I will have larger, like the fourth one. This fourth one I'll have a larger, like blue. I'll have, let's see, it will become large and it will make all of this thing large also. So grid again is completely responsive. So I'll do this and do this, save it. Okay, so this is done like this. Now okay, so we were seeing this repeat function a lot of time. Okay, we're seeing this repeat function to do a lot of time. Someone is saying something. One sec. Let me. Okay. Okay. Harish is saying something. Okay. So Harish, you can fill the attendance form by watching the replay today, because by this time the chat will be enabled there. So please watch the replay today. So please watch the replay today. You'll be able to get the attendance from there, and you can fill it. So this is there, and we're seeing a lot of repeat was coming. There is something was repeat was coming. So what is this repeat? So repeat means maybe so repeat. I will tell what is the repeat. So see this. Suppose I have after this again I have this one FR again. Okay, so one FR again I will have. So it is like this one FR, and two FR. And auto was whatever the space is there, auto is taking like this one FR, one FR, two FR. Instead of writing this one FR two times, I can write something known as a repeat. It's just a shortcut. Repeat and two times one FR. Two times one FR. I'll do. Save it. Two times one FR. The same thing will come two times one FR. So that is it. And some other pattern also we can give. What other pattern we can give? Suppose I have a pattern like one FR, two FR, one FR, two FR, like this pattern I have. I'll save it. I'll save it like this. And I can do this pattern with repeat also. So I'll do a repeat two times one FR, two FR. I will save it and it will come like this two times. Okay, so like this it will come. So this is what it is about. So we're seeing this thing. This FR is actually very powerful thing in Git. Okay, so that is there. Now the next thing which we are going to do is sizing grid items. Okay, so for this let us take a different thing so that you can have all this code and all. So let us do that. And why my mouse is behaving like this? Okay, the mouse gone or what? Okay, no problem. Get to. Okay. Let us have some more items this time. So we'll have some more items like this. 30 items we'll have. Yeah, and again we are going to have. Okay, my mouse have become slow. I don't know why. So the style.css I'll do. and the same kind of thing is there. And now I will have to go live on this. So I'll go live on this. I don't want to go here, and I'll come here and it will show like this. Okay, so a lot of items are there like this. 30 items are there. So what we are going to do here, we're going to learn about a different thing in grid known as the sizing grid item. So we're going to learn about that. So for that I will come here, and at the end I'll do the dot container as display is grid and gap is 20 pixel and grid template column is repeat 5 comma 1 fr is there. So it is showing like this, and one of them like maybe this item 9. So item 9 I'll make it is a different color, item 9, and background misty rose, and width I'll make width as 500 pixel. I'll do save it. So it is big, it is becoming big. So it is becoming like everything it has big, made big, but I don't want something like this. So there is a property known as a span. So what we can do, instead of giving it like this, I will do like this grid column as span to save it. See, now a different things happens, and it's better to open your inspector and better to open this. Okay, not here, grid, and better to open this. So see now what happened just now. I gave a span of 2. So what it did, so these are all the numbers 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so these are all the column numbers. So it spanned it to 2 columns. It spanned it to 2 columns, and the next one had gone in the next line, 10 11 12 13. Next one has gone in the next line. Okay, so that is there. So grid column is done like span 2, and grid row is like span 2. Grid row is span 2, then what will happen? See, so it is spanned down also. Grid row has a span 2, span down also. So this is what is happening. Okay, so that is there. So this is again a different thing. See, in grid also we have all those things, justify content, align item, all those. Even we have more. But the thing is that in grid, even before that, there are a lot of things. So grid has a lot of things. Sometimes people don't like that also about grid. The grid has a lot of things, and flex also has a very little thing. But sometimes some people like that thing. Okay, grid have a lot of things, and you can do a lot of things with this. Okay, so we have these things. Okay, and span 2 and all. So that is there. And now what we're going to do, we're going to come here and do a item 16, and background is like light, maybe sand, and grid column start is 2, and grid column and is like 6. Grid column start is 2. So item 16, I'm taking this item 16. Grid column start is 2, and grid column end is 6. So this is like this grid column and grid row, but in a different way. We can take it in a lot of different way. This is one of the ways. So what happened right now, grid column is starting from the second column and ending it at the sixth column. So we can give something like this also. So there are a lot of other ways to give a things, like instead of this I can do one more thing. Okay, like why to do this in the same thing, let us do it in something different. Maybe dot item 18, background light blue, light steel blue is right, light steel blue. And there is another way. So to do this thing, grid column 2 to 6 like this. Save it. See, from 2 to 6 it is going, 2 to 6 it is going, so you can give it like this also. So there is another way to mix match things, like this way and this way and this way I will mix. Okay, so I'll do that. Okay, item, maybe on item 20 I'll do, we'll copy it anyways. Item 20 light, this one, and get column 2, and instead of writing 6 I'll do a span of 4. Save it. Span of 4, it is going like this. So this is another way to do this. And now we are going to look into another thing. Okay, so this dot item 21, and it is like background Sienna and grade column 1 dash. So dash we can do, and -1 angle. So what is this -1? If you go up, there is the last one is always known as -1. So what is this -1? 1 to -1. Last one is always -1. 1 to -1 I'm going to do. Save it. So now you will say that 21 is coming, 1 to -1. So like this -1 I have. So I can have -1, anyways it is showing the -1. But I can have one more thing, like this 22 I'll do, and it I will do it as maybe not sienna, light sea green, and -2 I'll do. -2 means one before that, before the last one. -2 means it will come from the opposite direction. So this is how we can do this thing. Okay, so now it is all done, and let us do the final one, and then we'll say it is done like this. Dot item 25, and background is linen, and grid column is 1 -3, and grid row is 8, 10. Save it and see, it is coming like, okay, it is coming. Okay, where is this item 25? Something is coming as wrong. Okay, okay, maybe I've done a comma bit down. So okay, no problem. Item 19, let me do it. It is showing like this. Wow, item 19. Why I should do item 19? Item, this is 25. So item 25 is going up. 1 to -3. Grid row is 8. Okay, 8 to 10 is this much only. Okay, it is okay. 8 to 10 is like this much only. So okay, so that is okay. So okay, so this is how it works, and we're done with this one. And okay, so now it's a very important thing. So now what we're going to do, we are going to learn about the property of autofit and autofill and min-max also. This is by default the one of the most important property in Git, autofill, fit and autofill. Okay, so again I'm going to come here and dispose this one. Okay, create a new grid 3 finish with VS Code, grade 3, then index.html and style.css. Fill the attendance form and you'll get the certificate DUE sport. You can watch the replay and fill the attendance form before tomorrow's class. Okay, do that thing. So all of you, when you miss some class, you can go back after one day and see the replay, because the certificate I generally give on Saturday, by Saturday evening for this thing. Saturday evening, no, not Saturday evening. It is Saturday afternoon. I generate certificate. Okay, so this is there, and title will be like CSS grid 3. I will link it. Link the CSS and use the code pen. Okay. I'll have a container, and this one will have something different, like item 1 2 3. The numbering are different actually. Okay, so the other thing will be like same only. So flex, and we're going to see to create a very cool site with within 5 to 10 minutes using this thing, min max thing in the at the end tomorrow maybe. So that is there, and now I will go live again. This coming here, I'll come here and see it is showing us item 1, item 3, and item 5 and 6. So that is okay. So now what we're going to do, we are going to see the property of autofill and autofit. Okay, so that is there. Wait a sec. Okay, so we'll come here again, dot container, and then display of grid and gap of 20 pixel and border of 10 px solid black, and this I've done. So let me do this. Nothing will happen anyways. So I will have a grid template column here. Repeat will be there. Repeat will be there. And till now, what we were having in repeat, we was having the number like 2, 3, 4. But instead of the number, if I give something like there is a property known as autofill, and I will give it 150 px. Okay. So what it will do? So it will make each one of the item as 150 pixel, and it will try to autofill it. We have not given any number till it is able to fill it. The moment it is able to fill it, it will fill it. After that, it will take it to the next row. So what will happen if I make it not like small, if I make it big? See what is happening. That's the grid is completely responsive. So if I'm making it like this, that's why it is completely responsive. So that's the benefit of this autofill, which makes the CSS grid completely responsive. See, this responsiveness are very good in grid and Flexbox both. So you have to use a very less media queries. That is one of the very big benefit of both of these things. So this is how it is working. But again, we were not able to see complete responsiveness. I will tell a very good way to make it complete responsive. Okay, so that is there for that. And one more thing is that we want to see one more thing. There is a property known as autofit, which is quite similar to autofill. So let us see what is the difference between them. And I will come here and item 5, I'll go like that. I will go here, save it. Okay, so like this, I'm going to go and until item 4 is there. Okay, So one more thing, let me make it just a bit bigger. So okay, so what is it? You can see that a grid ending. So it is somewhat so showing. See if the okay, it is showing that what will happen if there were more items, like item 4, item 5 will be there, it will fit here, item 6 will be there, it will fit here. So but what will happen, like if I give it as auto instead of fill, let me show one thing. If I give it a auto fit, save it. See now these things have come here. It means that if I even have an item 5 6, it will be coming here also, and we'll see a benefit of this thing. Okay, so auto fit is there, and item 4, I'll choose the item 4 dot item 4. I'll choose a grid column and as -1. I'll choose -1 and save it. So it will stay here only. But if I change it to autofill, what will happen? It will go to the end one. It will go to the end. Because why it is going to the end? Because it is autofill works like this, and it will go to the end. And this is a very good pattern to do something. You might have seen some navbar. Some items are at the start, and some items, one item is at the end. So that kind of thing can be done here very easily. Okay, so that is there. Now uh, we are going to look into another very powerful concept. Okay, so and that is known as a min max. Okay, for min max we are going to do a bit different thing now here. So I will have a different container for min max. This is the most powerful thing in grid, and because of this you can have completely responsive sites created with this min max and this thing. Okay, what is it, auto fit and autofill. Okay, so we're going to do that. And div, I'm going to do div. Okay, this one I don't need. Div and class equal to min max min max container I'll do. And then I'll come here. So this min max container, I will have a different kind of a thing here. Okay, so I'll come here. And then, and one more thing we are going to have. Okay, so min max container is not containing anything what I'm doing here. So it will contain 5 6 7 8. 5 6, not like this. 5 6 7 8 it will contain. 5 6 7 8 it will contain. And instead of item 6 I'll have something else like goodbye. I'll have, well, let us see what I'm doing. So 5 6 7 8 is there. So this min max I'll go, not min max container. Display is grid, gap is 20 pixel, border is 10 pixel solid black, repeat autofill, and it is maybe 100 pixel. So 10 pixel solid black and grid autofill and 100 pixel I've done. Okay, so autofill and 100 pixel. So it is showing a bit like this item 1 to item, and goodbye is actually, it is going outside it. Okay, so how to fix this thing? Okay, how to fix this thing? So fixing this thing is what we are going to do here. And solid black is not good. I think it should be something like this, blue. So it should look different actually, what is coming here. Okay, so it is looking different. So it's not looking perfect like this. Okay, so what we are going to do, instead of this 100 pixel, we know that 150 pixel will do, it will be okay. But it is not mandatory that it will be okay in the bigger or the larger thing. So there is a all sizes. Okay, so what I'm going to do is there min max is a thing. This is very powerful. Min max 150 pixel, comma 1 FR. Min max 150 pixel and 1 FR. So what is this 150 pixel? 150 pixel is like and what is this thing min max? Okay, so let me save it first and then I will tell min max. Okay, so see, this first thing is that it is fixed. Okay, so this min let me remove this thing and let me add in this thing. So min max is there and 150 pixel is there. So I will make it a bit small, make it a bit small, make it a bit small. And see in the mobile view, mainly see in the mobile view, see the top container also, it was there like repeat, autofill and all these things, but there is no min max. Here the min max is there, and if you make it as in the mobile, it is completely responsive, completely responsive. See, it has done like this. See, it is not 150 pixel, it is way bigger than 150 pixel in the mobile view. So min max means it will try to fit in 150 pixel or 1 fr, whatever is possible it will try to fix in that. In the mobile view it fixed it in the 150 pixel and that 1 fr, so that's why it is completely responsive. Okay, so completely responsive, but there is only one small thing is remaining. So it's, see here also it is responsive, but if I make it a bit bigger, so it is not responsive anymore. See, item 8 is not going till the end, not responsive. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to put, instead of autofill, I'm going to put a auto fit. Save it. Now see, now in every view it is responsive, every view. In fact, this line is the most powerful line in CSS grid, and we can make a complete site using this line. This line is so powerful, and we are going to see that thing. Okay, and we can make a complete site using this thing. Okay, so that is there, and what else? Okay, there are a lot. Okay, so let me close this, and we are going to see an advanced topic now. Okay, advanced topic now, and that is a different way of layout. See, we have still not touched the justify content and all that. Justify content and all things we are going to touch tomorrow. Okay, so we are going to see something else now, and that is a that is the concept of grid template areas. Grid template areas. What last part is not visible? What last part is not visible? I think it is visible. I'm seeing on my mobile also. I'm seeing grid 4. Sort by name. Okay, grid 4. So this is there. Index.html and style.css. This.html will come and not and CSS grid 4, link it to the CSS, and we are going to have some different kind of div now. Okay, div container and all. So this again we're going to do a layout with the advanced technique. I'm not seeing much people, more people use it. Even if I don't use it, but this is a technique. Some people will love it. So this technique, it is known as the technique of grid template areas. The technique, the main technique which we are going to follow in grid, I will show it tomorrow. That is the justify content thing. But today it will take whole time to show this thing only. So that is there, and I'll save it now. And again we are going to have that style sheet. Let me get the style sheet. One sec. Save it here, live, refresh it, and it is showing like this. Okay, showing like this, and then come here and okay, so we are here, and then okay, so this container we are going to choose again. Dot container, and again now display of grid and gap of 20 pixel I'll do, and grid template column of 1 FR, 10 FR, and 1 FR I'm doing. Okay, so this is done. Okay, so if I do this thing, and I'll have a grid template row also, grid template row of repeat 2 times 150 pixel and 100 pixel is there. Okay, so I'll save it. It'll show like this. Let me open the grid container. Here it is very, here the grid container is actually very important. Okay, so I don't know why it is not coming. Okay, so it is coming. So see what I mean, I made a lot of 10 FR. 10 FR I've done. So what happened, this was the biggest thing which was taken. And see, if you see my HTML, it is like having some item like this, one item like this, one item like this, and one item like this. One, it is written as sidebar, it is written as some content is that it is a sidebar, and it is written as a footer. So we have done this 1 FR, 10 FR is the biggest, and this 1 FR, and then rows also we have made this 3 rows we have made. So now what we are going to do it. So now grid template areas is something which with which we can put anything anywhere. Okay, grid template areas I'm going to give, and then I am going to give the side like this, not like this. It's like sidebar 1 content and sidebar 2, sidebar 1 content and sidebar 2 footer, footer and footer. So what I just did, okay, I'll save it. See, one more thing, this is the power of this developer tool. See what is happening, sidebar 1 content, sidebar 2, sidebar 1 content, sidebar 2, these are not actually I have put them there. This is just showing, this is just showing because of this developer tool. So this means that I want my content to be moved there, I want my sidebar to be moved there, I want my footer to be moved there. So how do I move them? So I move them by something like this I will have this, there is a footer class, I should have taken it on different name. So there is a footer class, so I will choose that footer class, come here, and I will go outside it and choose the footer class, and then I will say grid area as footer, grid area as footer. I'll do save it, so the area will go to the footer. Now I'll do as dot item 1 as grid area as sidebar 1. Now, what is this item 1? Item 1 is this one, I am sidebar 1 is there. So this will be put in the sidebar 1, sidebar 1. So this is actually a very powerful stuff. So this is moved here. Now similar to this, I will move this item 3, item no, where is my item 2? Item 2, item 2 in the content. So I'll do the dot item 2 in the grid area as content. I'll do, so it will move to the content. Now the item 3 is easy, I'll move it to sidebar 3. So I'll come here and dot item 3 is like grid area sidebar 2. I'll do, and this is that. So this is, see, we have created anything and we have completed such a wonderful layout, which have two sidebars, one footer, and like this. So this is how easy, how means easy, or whatever you say is it means, and you can have very fine control over this. Okay, you can make a very good site with this. So this is there, and we can do now like bit of media query also here. So we'll do here in the media query, what I'm going to write, add media max max. So I have some special tools and all. 700 pixel. It is coming because of this hero. This is known as uh, GitHub Copilot. It understands what I type and it gives this AI peer programmer and all these things. You cannot install it. This is a preview mode, so it is given to some people. So it is there with me. So that is there. Soon most of the public will get this thing, this tool, so it understand what you have to type, and it is not like I don't know what it is there. It is like a uh, helper, kind of helper to me, AI helper, something like that, created by Microsoft. Okay, so that is there, and max width is 700 pixel, and dot container is like this, and then I like but sometimes it says wrong also. I don't want it, all these things nonsense every time. So but I don't remove it because it is cool also. So great template areas, I'll go, and so I'm giving this, I'm changing it, and I can change to anything like this in this media query. I can change it to anything like content. I'll do sidebar one. So maybe in the smaller version I need like this, so it will not happen here. So it is like this. I have given this media query, so I have to make it like this. See this, it is like this in this 700 pixel, like it will be like this. It will come like this in the sand, like a tablet view. So content is at the top, sidebar is there, and the footer is here. Okay, so this is there. Okay, so yeah, so one thing I forgot, Google, and I forgot to tell one more thing yesterday. I will tell that also. And we first give the attendance sheet. There are actually a very good game to learn Flexbox, and I forgot to tell about that. Flexbox also, and Grid the game is not that much easy, but Flexbox the game is just like an award winning game, and all of you will like it. See, most of people know about a game in Flexbox, known as Flexbox Froggy. It is not a good game, and Grid, they know CSS Grid Garden. So that will also, I will tell that also, Grid Garden. But in Flexbox, a very few people actually know about one game is there. So that is a gamification way of learning. So I'll tell about that. First, let me give the attendance form so that people are here, they can fill it. So this market attendance here. And the game which I forgot to tell about it yesterday is like, close this also. It is known as Flexbox Zombies. So this game is there. This is one of the most cool and cool way to learn Flexbox. Okay, so you go through this game. So this is like nobody tells about this game because nobody knows about this game. This Flexbox zombie game is there, and you come here and it has got a nice story also. It has got a nice music also. It's actually award winning game, but it's like this, nobody knows, and it will have some very good story and all. And this is Flexbox game, okay. And I will show a great game also. Great game is not that much good, okay. So it is like this, it will come like this, and you have to write it, okay. So they will give some, and see the music is also playing. So you have to write here, so you have to write the correct thing here. So I have to do a display of flex, and it is showing like this. And so it is, I have passed the level. So there is something known as flex direction also, or flex direction. I have told, I think flex direction is like, there is something as row reverse. It is actually, row is from left to right, row reverse is from right to left. So it is like this, okay. So go to the next level. So then there is, from top to down it comes as column. I have always told, flex column is from top to down. So flex direction as column. See, the nice music is also coming. And see, later on what happens, this is just the practice thing. Later on zombies also come, okay. So, and they will have some animation, and you have to quickly give whatever they are telling. And they teach almost everything. In Flexbox is actually small, they will teach everything. So like this, here it will be flex direction as column reverse, column reverse. So it is like this, flex direction column reverse, and then it will be done. So this is like this again, and all these things are there. And like this, I'll close it. And there is another game, like for grid, the game name is grid, not C grid, grid garden. I think most of you might know about it. So game to learning CSS grid, and this is like, you have to water. See the difference. The difference is that. So this is for grid, and that is for flex. Flex one is awesome, just like awesome. Okay, so you'll enjoy it also. So these two games, this is the gamification way to learn it. So you'll enjoy it, and we'll meet tomorrow. We'll complete the rest of the important thing is remaining in grade. And if you get time, if you get some time, we might quickly finish our project. Someone is asking for a project to be done, and I will tell, in the third week they will be. We are going to do a lot of front end mentor project live, and we are going to give a certificate at that time in a different way. So that certificate, so it is not no secret, I am telling you, that certificate will be given that you complete the project. You send us the github link, github link only. Learn about how to create a github link. Send us a github link, and also, and fill the google form. Fill the google form, send it with the google, and we'll give you certificate. We'll check that link, and we'll give you certificate for each of the project. Each one of the project will be different certification, and we're going to give you all for each of the project we're going to give. And maybe we'll give a shout out on LinkedIn also for you. So that will be the way, that is the way we are going to do the projects, okay. So with this, we'll end today's stream. And okay, and thank you all for coming, and do come tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last day for CSS, and hope you're enjoying it. Hope you're learning something. CSS is great. CSS is always one of the thing which all people wanted to learn, because that is the first step towards you becoming a web app developer. So next week is JavaScript week, and after that the React.js week. So in 3 weeks you become a web app developer. Thank you.